So I told her, I said, hey, Ashley, let's today. I was like, I think it would be a great idea if you use the prospect section of Pipedrive and enter in all these relationships you've, had face to face with that you've hit it off, and use
Hmm.
that as a way to regularly, maybe on a weekly basis, touch base with them or every couple of weeks, whatever, just so you're top of mind.
Hmm.
Because I feel like there's some relationships where it's like, man, I had a great meeting, and then it kind of doesn't, may not be going anywhere.
Well, it also takes a long time, like
I know it.
you-
Yeah, I know, but
yeah.
I'm not sure. I get that if,
Hmm.
so I get that in general, but there
Hmm.
has to be some effort to kind of
Oh yeah.
move the
Yeah, yeah.
relationship forward.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I'm just saying like when we're thinking about I just want to point this out. Like we're talking about making friends. It's hard to force feed make friends on a timeline, you know what I
Sure.
mean?
Hmm.
That's all I'm getting at. I'm just kind of throwing together here like a little touch plan.
Is that an Instagram
Yeah,
IG? Okay, connection.
yeah.
Okay.
We need a little script. And obviously this could apply to you, Eric, too. So you could probably do the same thing, just copy paste. But for realtors. So realtors, some special notes, the care and feeding of realtors. They're usually high expressive. So let me put let's do a little care and feeding here. Care and feeding of realtors. So they're high expressive. What does that mean? That means they like to be the star of the show.
Okay.
Star of the show. They like attention, like to be noticed. Attention, complimented, all the stuff that you would think goes with being if you just think if you were like dealing with a celebrity, what would you want to do? So so what that means is we can get away with a slightly higher volume touch rate. Like we're gonna lay it in pretty thick here. So 135, like every other day, we're doing something. So we'll do an
Okay.
intro email. So I'll put in this, my little Karen feeding is high touch. So day one, intro email, which she's doing right now. Day three, LinkedIn, Instagram connection request. Day five, follow-up email and connection request. Come on, sucker. People don't they're not always on social platforms. They don't always like press the approve button or whatever. So probably need some scripts on the emails. Probably a couple scripts on the connection request and this little script on the follow-up email. So I'm gonna do to make this easiest for us, so I don't have to
So this
write.
kind of speaks to what you were talking about last, I guess, the Friday, and I think the week before was process is more important than, what was it? Than goal.
Yeah, yeah, just yeah, exactly, exactly. We the purpose of goals is to change our behavior long term.
Hmm.
So a lot of times people get stuck a little bit in the weeds, but sometimes you need the weeds to get you started. Let's say
Yeah.
we'll put a black dot on things we need a script. So I'm just like all this shit needs a script here. So I don't have to write script every time. Yeah, so I don't want to use goals to make 50 touches a week. I want to build a process that allows me to be a salesperson who's a high touch salesperson. But you
Hmm.
need goals to measure. Most of our
Right.
realtors are lower detail systems, so detail and lower systems. So we got to make it really easy for her. So I would continue this out. So let's say day one, Monday, intro email. Hey, this is Ashley. I saw your thing. You're awesome. Whatever it is, come up with some script. Day three, LinkedIn, Instagram connection requests. So she logs in, she finds the people, she sends a connection request. Day five, hey, just a follow up to my email from Monday. I also sent you connection requests on LinkedIn and Instagram in case you prefer that. And then day 7, boom, we pick up the phone, and we make the call. Hey, it's
Cool.
Ashley. And then we're giving her some scripts to support her so she doesn't feel awkward or weird or whatever. So we want to
Yeah.
help her be successful. Hey, I sent you a couple emails, sent you the things, and then we need to have a reason in this intro call, not just like send me your business. It's got to be some sort of, we want some non-sales touch or like a reason. Is there an event coming up? Is there something she can help with? Is there, is there a realtor program? I'm a huge fan of the realtor programs. Realtor program is all based around being helpful. Be helpful. And the realtor program is, for buyers agents. I think I said this last week or something. I don't know. I repeat myself a lot, but for buyers agents, this is an assessment of the tech that's in the home and the wiring. The wiring sounds really scary. So we're going to assess your tech and the wiring in the home you're considering buying. What does that mean? Well, I'm going to have a salesperson or an engineer or somebody, project manager, run out and meet with Ashley because Ashley might not be equipped to assess, right?
Right.
So we have somebody go with Ashley and kind of ride shotgun. But for a buyer's agent, so I'm a buyer's agent. I have my client and I'm worried that my client doesn't know what they're buying, or I want to reassure them that the technology is really great. So cool. We're going to come out and we'll do an assessment of the technology and the wiring, and we'll give you a report. Here's where the money's at. Now, soon, later, report. This is just gold. What does that
Now,
mean?
now, soon, later. Yeah. What does that mean?
Yeah, so now soon later means like, hey, Mr. Buyer, we checked out your home, and here's a couple things you should really deal with now, like right when you move in. You're going to want to get
Mhm.
the internet up and running,
Yeah.
or we noticed the router is really old, or we noticed that the old owner had cable TV and you might want direct TV, whatever, some little now things I got to deal with. Soon things, which is, hey, we noticed some sort of technology that is probably needs some attention in, let's say, 3 to 6 months or longer. I mean, the timeline is really kind of up to you guys. And then here's some things you should do in the next 12 months. We noticed the outdoor speakers are getting really weathered, or we noticed the indoor speakers are really dated. Do they play music? Sure. But in the next year, you might want to change them out. So
Right.
whatever that is. So you build a little
Okay.
framework in Canva or PowerPoint or even an email, now, soon, later, and that's your report. There's high value in this report. This report is a $2,500 value because you got to go out there and we got to make the report. And that's what we do for our buyer's agents.
Okay. Cool.
Sellers
I like
agents,
that.
yeah, and this is free. I put value, but this is free because really what our goal is we got a new person in the neighborhood and we got a new realtor that we want to be friends with. So you just
Hmm.
go and do it. Just go do it. Sellers agents, we will do demo and training. And I'll get to the psychology of this in a second. Train. All right, if we look at our care and feeding, one of the things that you'll notice is a lot about attention and being noticed and complimented and all that stuff. They don't they don't want to really look foolish. They want to look good. So we want to make them look good. And how are we going to make them look good is we're going to train them on the proper way to demonstrate any of the technology that's in the home and how to talk about it. So even if
Okay.
they don't turn anything on, they're going to know how to talk about it.
Okay.
By that is not going to say things like, "Oh, this TV has all the Ks" or whatever. Like they're going to say, "Oh, this is a Samsung 85-inch 4K TV. It's coming with the home," or "This stereo system is excluded," or "The house is wired for high-speed internet," or "The house," whatever it is, what kind of language you want to have. have them understand is how to talk about it. And then if they're going to demo anything that's staying, like maybe there's a surround system that's staying or something, we'll do a little demo and training.
Okay.
What does that do for me? It makes me look good, it makes me look professional, and I know how to operate all of the
Yeah.
widgets. So we got our day 7. So then day 7 intro call. Hey, I just want to make sure you know about our realtor program. In the intro email scripts and all this stuff, we're not going to tell them about the program. The goal of day 1 through 7 is to get a call.
Okay.
So let me write this down. Goal day 1 through 7 is a call. That's our goal. It's not to give them any more. We don't want to give them any free information in email, because I send you
Yeah.
email day 1. Here's our realtor program. You go, oh, thanks, file it away and forget about it. Our goal always is to get on a call. So
And the call, you talk about the realtor program?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And whatever other cool you got going on,
Yeah.
whatever
Yeah.
stuff you got going on. And now the repeat starts, right? Like, so she hasn't, this right here is going to repeat if she's not getting traction, because people are busy and you're not important to them and blah, blah, blah. So that's that.
Repeat day 7 or repeat 1 through 7?
All of it. Yeah. You're just going to pick a
Okay.
cadence and just run through it. Whatever
Okay.
she feels, whatever you guys decide upon. You're a systems guy, help her build a system that she can run with. And I think if you build her a simple system, she'll follow the system. She's
Okay.
very smart and very interested in being successful. So yeah, so I would just continue to kind of build that out. And one of the things that Eric mentioned is the realtor meetings. I think I mentioned this on a call recently. I don't remember if it was with you guys or with other people, but realtors love sales meetings. They love them. So there's always like a weekly or bi-weekly sales
Yeah.
meeting in their office. And if you can get invited and bring donuts or something, like, you're the hero. Why are you coming? I just want to meet some people. And then eventually they let you speak, right? Like, at first, they're probably not going to have, I mean, you shouldn't say no. I know some integrators have had luck with that. Like, they'll come in and do a 10-minute pitch. That's great. But if you could just be there and hand out a couple of business cards, what do you do? Oh, we have a program for realtors to help them manage their technology better. What does that mean? Well, if you're selling a home, you're buying a home, blah, 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 and you can come up with some scripting and messaging around what they care about. Again, remember, they care about looking good. So we
Hmm.
want to have stuff that helps them look good. The buyer's agents, now they're protecting their buyer from buying old or paying too
Yeah.
much for old. And then the seller's agents, you're helping them just look good so that they know what they're talking about. And then I would just keep running this program. So the ultimate is get a call, you know, and then after that, next would be meet at office and make a pitch. Do you have other agents in your office that might be interested in this thing? Could I come give like a 10-minute meeting at one of your, or 10-minute chat at one of your weekly sales meetings?
Yeah.
That would be amazing. Come on
Okay.
Wednesday. The ask, the goal, we're back to this goal, which is some sort of call to talk about the program. That's our initial call. And then also, then after that, we are creating a new COI. This machine, just, you got to keep feeding the machine. We're creating a new COI, and that's part of our daily 5. So now we have someone else in our daily 5 touches to do, to touch. And that, so just keep doing that and keep repeating that, Graham. So you end up with, she does this for, if she hit this program hard, she probably end up with like 20 or 30 real estate agents on her, in her orbit, which we would consider prospective real estate agents. They're not really customers or clients yet, but they're prospects. And then eventually she'll get something out of that. And eventually she'll have those 10
Right.
realtors that we're looking for, that are like
Okay.
solid, that know who she is, that answer her call, that like her photos on Instagram, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah,
Cool.
yeah, I think this is good.
Yeah, it's good stuff.